So there's this long, awkward silence after I say I'm a Moonanite. He gives me this scowl, and check and make sure the sniper's not back in. He gives me this scowl, and I sort of brush it off, and I went, alright, one bad joke, and he looks at me right in the eye. He goes, alright, man. Few things I'd just like to say before we really get started on this interview is, I'm pretty cool with most things that are going down. I know it's the 21st century. I want to ask you for, just so I can know and prepare, do you do any sort of drugs? Or, do you like to go out drinking a lot? I go, no, nothing like that. Well, aside from the occasional bottle of skooma. And he goes, excuse me? And I go, I love skooma. Do it every night. I love the rush it gives me, the power, the strength, the speed. And then he just sort of looks down at this piece of paper and he writes something down. And if you're not familiar with what skooma is, it is a fictional drug in the Elder Scrolls series that I told him I did. Again, this, just saying it out loud like this, it really makes me question what I was thinking when I came out and told him that I did skooma and that I was a Moonanite. So anyway, the interview goes on. He didn't tell me, alright, that's enough, goodbye. The interview goes on for a bit longer, and he asks me questions, and I'm answering them pretty normally for the most part. None more of that skooma Moonanite garbage. And, I'm pretty sure I probably said I had a fetish for a few things, because this was before I learned what fetish meant. So there was that. And, actually, now that I think of it, I definitely recall telling him that I had a Star Wars fetish, because he had this Yoda action figure on his desk, and I was like, hey, that's one way I can bond with them. I'm gonna tell them straight up, I have a Star Wars fetish. If you haven't seen any of my other videos right now, you're weirded out. But, I mistook the word fetish to mean... No! I was doing so good driving here. I mistook the word fetish to mean, like, a hobby or something that you just liked and enjoyed. Not... I didn't realize it had something sexual to it. So, this cord keeps going up my shoulder here. There we go. So, just to recap, Moonanite, skooma, Star Wars fetish, and to top it all off, I gave him the Vulcan salute and went, Nanu, Nanu, at the end of the interview. That was not the right thing to do. He says, alright, now, don't be too surprised if you don't hear us back. There were a lot of great applicants that we interviewed. So, just wait and see. So I left feeling like an absolute moron. Not only did I do all that, but I didn't realize this at the time. When I looked down on my shirt, I had a... I'm gonna stay in here for a bit. Make sure they... Okay, this seems to be the battle plan. Camping, that's fantastic. I'll take the high road. Alright, not only did I say all that, but I looked down, I had some Gatorade before, and I was wearing a white shirt. Bad toss right there. I was wearing a white shirt, and it was red Gatorade. And I had spilt it, so there was this big red stain going down, like, from the neck of the shirt down to the armpit. Right across the chest, and... See, I knew being in that cave would be a bad idea. So I got this big red stain on my shirt. And I talk about how I'm a Moonanite and I do skooma. This man must have thought that I was a crazed lunatic. So, I'm not sure... if you had an interview that went this bad or worse, please share it with me. Make me feel a little bit better, because... immediately when I left, I figured, you know what? He probably got the jokes and just didn't want to laugh. He was concentrating on what he was writing down, which was probably never hire Andy Foster. He's a raging lunatic who thinks he's an alien. But I thought he was just cool with it all, and that, I was gonna get a phone call back going, you know what? You seem to be a pretty decent guy. I believe you'll be a hard worker, and we're glad to accept you at the cashier at Rogers Video. You can sell candy to fat people who watch Twilight movies. I'm not saying people who watch Twilight movies are fat. I'm just saying that there's bound to be some fat people who want to watch Twilight. Now, what's with this camping that we've gotten ourselves into? Are we that pegged in? I know it's 3-on-6, but I'd like to rush out a little. I've got a sniper, and I'm indoors. This is a very bad feeling. They're throwing grenades in. Alright, and I went out the other day to get a new headset for my Xbox. And I go to the, I go up to the GameStop, and I ask him for a headset, and he goes, oh, no problem. He gets out the ladder, and he goes behind the counter to grab it, and he goes way up, and he starts slowly walking up the ladder, like really slowly. I'm just going, okay, I sort of want to get out of here, but just get me my headset so I can leave. Wow, that scared me right there. So he goes up, and he reaches for it, and his shirt rides up his back like halfway, and I see he has this lower back tattoo, and hold on, this just in. I'm getting a report that a lower back tattoo is also known as a tramp stamp. Why it's called this, one can only really assume. So anyway, he lifts up his arm to grab the mic, and I see his lower back tattoo, and he sort of turns his head halfway around, and he gives me a wink. That he winks at me, and oh, come on! I'm gonna Rambo this! Yeah! Oh, well, I got it, so that should allow us to get out of that base finally. The hell is going on with the Banshee? Did I betray? Oh, whoops. I think I may have betrayed someone. So, sneaky, sneaky! So he's got this lower back tattoo, or tramp stamp if you prefer, and he turns around and gives me this wink, and he he gets down off the ladder and he hands me it. He goes, is there anything else that I can get for you while you're here? And I went, no, that's fine. He goes, well, if you'd like my suggestion, get the game Brink. I'm having a lot of fun on it lately. I'm going, no, please. Oh my god!
Destination, move.
That was epic. And now, yeah, he got it. All right. So anyway, he says that I should get Brink, and I just want to get the hell out of there. I'm so creeped out at this point. I just want to leave. I have never been that unnerved. Like, I'm not even sure if he was like flirting or whatever, but when you have a lower back tattoo as a guy and you wink at another guy after he sees it.
Reinforcements.
All right, I'm changing the subject. I was actually all right, now I can't stop thinking of this. I actually went to get a beaver buzz the other day, and I see this old man with these really tight, like, joggers with the pink stripe on the top that you usually see, like, young women wearing. And this guy's like 80 years old, and he's really strutting it when he's walking. And I'm not sure if he didn't realize that those were women's joggers, but, oh, it's a horrible sight that I just can't get out of my head. And, oh, well, double kill, and we win! We pull off the 3-on-6 victory! That is Foster the Canadian style! Now, if you like my videos, please give me a like down below and comment with your own embarrassing or horrible job interview story. And please subscribe. This is Foster the Canadian. See you later.